Get back from Brussels in time, then that crucial cabinet meeting will now take place on Friday. Well, joining me is the former cabinet minister John Redwood, who's campaigning to leave the European Union, and I presume you must welcome this.
Yes, I'm delighted. I think it was the sensible thing to do because people want a fair referendum, and we on the Leave side need equal airtime to put across our very good case. We think we'll be better off, freer, more democratic outside the EU. We think we can negotiate a very sensible set of arrangements with them once we've decided to leave, and we need to be able to get that across once we've heard the deal.
And the consequences if Mr Cameron had decided to stick with a cabinet the following week?
Well, I think it might have felt my side a bit, because I think we'd have claimed that it was very unfair and that he was gagging his senior colleagues, and we know a number of ministers are going to be with us, because we know what's in this deal. We know the best possible deal, and it may get a bit damaged at the edges at the council meeting. We're not expecting anything major to suddenly be included. That's why many of us are confidently saying we want to leave, because he didn't ask for enough and he certainly didn't get offered very much.
How serious do you take the indications that the French in particular are unhappy about the sort of reforms Mr Cameron is trying to secure for safeguards for non-Euro countries?
Well, I think this is one of the critical points, and I was pleased that the Prime Minister and the Chancellor took this up, because I and others have been saying, how does a country with its own currency live alongside the Euro grouping when that is taking over the whole EU and trying to use the EU itself, the wider grouping, to control banks, to control money, to demand loans, to demand taxes, to make transfer payments? There is no way the British people want to pay for the failing areas of the euro, but we are being dragged into it, and France is basically saying that is the future. Stay in the EU, Britain, and you've really got to be part of the euro in all but name.
And we've seen polls recently which suggest the Leave campaign is in the lead. Is that your sense that public opinion now is moving towards leaving the European Union?
I think we've got a lot of support on the Leave side, but I think the polls are pretty volatile at the moment, and I don't think it will mean very much until people have heard many more of the arguments and we're much closer to the actual vote with a known date. But yes, I'm getting a lot of support, and it's an unusual debate, because normally when you express a strong view as I do, a lot of people against you write in, but I'm finding practically everybody who writes into me is on my side, which is very good.
And although there have been pleas for this to be a civilised debate on the Conservative side, how seriously do you take the danger it could break the Conservative Party?
Well, I think we can conduct it without personal animosity and bitterness. We're very interested in the major issue. This is about the future of our country. And I say to my parliamentary colleagues, make up your mind in the light of what you promised your electors and the members of your party. If you said you were Eurosceptic at the election, you should be with me and leave, because a Eurosceptic cannot conceivably vote for this deal, which doesn't get anywhere near offering us what we need in terms of restoring our democracy. But I think we can do that without bitterness or personal abuse.
John Redwood, thanks very much, Simon. We are, it seems, moving to, if you like, the action stage now, because if, as looks likely, Mr Cameron...
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.